Story 1. The infamous Amityville Horror. Perhaps one of the most well-known haunted house stories in history. The Amityville Horror began in 1974, when the Lutz family moved into a large colonial home in Amityville, New York. Just a year prior, the house had been the site of a gruesome murder. Ronald DeFeo Jr. murdered his parents and 4 siblings in the home. The house, at 112 Ocean Avenue, seemed to be cursed from the start. The Lutz family only lasted 28 days in the house, but during that short period, they experienced terrifying paranormal activity. George Lutz, the father, felt an overwhelming sense of dread and was often filled with a cold, unexplainable rage. Kathy, his wife, reported seeing green slime ooze from the walls, while their children were haunted by strange voices and a mysterious foul odor. The family fled, leaving behind their belongings. The Lutz's chilling experiences were so horrifying that they inspired numerous books and movies. Skeptics argue that the haunting was fabricated for financial gain, but the stories of their terror have endured for decades. Many who visit the house today report feeling a sense of unease, while others claim to hear strange noises or see shadowy figures in the windows. Story 2. The Haunting of Eastern State Penitentiary. Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia was one of the most notorious prisons in the United States during its operation, from 1829 to 1971. The prison was known for its brutal isolation system, where prisoners were kept alone in their cells for years on end. This level of psychological torture led to the deaths of many inmates, and the prison became a hotbed for paranormal activity. Many people who visit the prison today report hearing eerie voices and the sound of footsteps echoing through the empty hallways. Some claim to have seen shadowy figures darting through the halls, or even peering out from the barred windows of the cells. The most notorious area of the prison is cell block 12, where visitors claim to feel a cold, oppressive presence. In 1996, the prison was closed, but it remains one of the most haunted places in America, with ghost tours offering a chilling glimpse into the history of the eerie institution. Story 3. The Bell Witch of Tennessee. One of the most famous hauntings in American history, the Bell Witch legend began in the early 1800s in Adams, Tennessee. The Bell family, who lived on a farm in the area, began experiencing strange occurrences in their home, such as strange knocks on the walls, objects moving on their own, and eerie sounds in the night. The most terrifying of these events occurred when the Bell family's youngest daughter, Betsy, was attacked by an invisible force. The entity, which identified itself as Kate, claimed to be the spirit of a woman who had been wronged by the Bell family years earlier. Over time, the hauntings grew more violent, with Betsy being physically harmed and John Bell, the father, suffering from a mysterious illness. According to local legend, John Bell died from poisoning by the witch, and the haunting stopped shortly after his death. The Bell Witch Cave, located near the Bell family farm, is still a popular tourist destination, with many visitors reporting strange occurrences and feelings of dread when visiting the area. Some claim to hear whispers, while others report unexplained cold spots and sudden drops in temperature. Story 4. The Haunted Winchester Mystery House. Located in San Jose, California, the Winchester Mystery House is one of the most bizarre and haunted locations in the United States. The home was built by Sarah Winchester, the widow of the inventor of the famous rifle. After the deaths of her husband and child, Sarah sought out a medium who told her that the spirits of those killed by her husband's invention were seeking revenge. Sarah was advised to build a house that would appease these vengeful spirits. Over the course of 38 years, she constructed an elaborate, sprawling mansion filled with strange architectural features, doors that opened to walls, stairs that led nowhere, and windows that faced other rooms. Many believe Sarah was trying to escape the restless spirits haunting her, but some say the house itself became a prison for her soul. Visitors to the mansion report strange occurrences, such as doors mysteriously opening, footsteps in empty rooms, and an overwhelming sense of being watched. The house is still open to the public, and it remains a popular location for paranormal investigations. Story 5. The Brown Lady of Raynham Hall. Raynham Hall in Norfolk, England, is famous for being the home of the Brown Lady, one of the most well-known ghosts in British folklore. The haunting dates back to the 18th century, when Lady Dorothy Walpole, the sister of a prime minister, was locked away in the hall's rooms by her husband after it was rumored she had an affair. She died in the house under mysterious circumstances, and many believe her spirit was trapped there, never given the peace she deserved. The most famous sighting of the Brown Lady occurred in 1936, when two photographers from Country Life magazine visited the hall. While photographing the staircase, they captured an eerie, transparent figure descending the stairs. The image became one of the most famous ghost photographs in history. The Brown Lady is still said to haunt the hall, with visitors reporting seeing her figure walking the halls, dressed in a brown, old-fashioned gown. Story 6. The Haunted Hotel Cecil in Los Angeles. The Hotel Cecil, now known as the Stay on Main, has a history filled with tragedy, mystery, and horror. Located in downtown Los Angeles, the hotel has been the site of numerous deaths and disturbing incidents. In 2013, the most chilling event occurred when Elisa Lam, a Canadian tourist, was found dead in one of the hotel's water tanks. Her body was discovered after guests complained about the water's strange taste and color. The circumstances surrounding her death are still unclear, as security footage showed her acting erratically in an elevator before her disappearance. The hotel has a long history of disturbing events, including suicides, murders, and reports of hauntings. It is believed to be haunted by the spirits of those who have died there, and many claim to have seen strange figures in the hallways, heard eerie noises, and felt a heavy, oppressive atmosphere in certain parts of the building. The Hotel Cecil's dark history continues to attract ghost hunters and tourists seeking to experience its infamous paranormal activity. Story 7. The Ghosts of the Myrtles Plantation. Located in St. Francisville, Louisiana, the Myrtles Plantation is said to be one of the most haunted homes in America. The plantation was built in the late 1700s, and its history is marked by tragedy, including the deaths of several slaves, including a woman named Chloe, who is said to haunt the grounds to this day, according to the legend. And in an act of revenge, she poisoned the owner's family. The spirits of the family and the slaves who died on the plantation are said to still walk the grounds. Visitors report seeing apparitions, particularly of a woman in a green headscarf, thought to be Chloe. The plantation's ghostly activity is often experienced through strange sounds, such as footsteps in empty rooms, voices calling out, and the feeling of being watched. These 7 true haunted places are filled with dark histories and ghostly encounters that have left an indelible mark on those who dare to visit. Whether it's the chilling presence of vengeful spirits, strange occurrences, or the eerie feeling of being watched, these places remind us that some stories are far from over, and that the spirits of the past can still haunt us in the present. If you ever find yourself near one of these haunted locations, take heed. You might not be alone.